Hi, it's another tarot sesh with air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This is a special full moon reading for the December 7th full moon in Gemini. It's also called the cold moon. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby. So happy birthday first and foremost to those Sagittarians within this time frame. So pagans called this moon, the cold moon, the moon before Yule. It's the Yuletide season, right? And Gemini happens to rule this planet. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. The moon is in Gemini, and Mercury is the planet of communication. So what this means is that we're going to be coming to like a culmination of points, whether that's, coming together or breaking apart. And because Mars is also in retrograde right now, this also could cause a little bit of friction with all kinds of communication. It doesn't necessarily have to be friction, though. It could just cause things to bubble up to the surface. Things like if somebody's been hiding their feelings or emotions towards another, admiration, love and affection, and they just want to let it out. Like, it's going to happen around this time frame, right? And then on the flip side of things, if there's somebody that has jealousy, resentment, disapproval, now is probably the time where those emotions might come out as well. Basically, it's all coming out to clean house before you start the new energetic new year of 2023. So those are all of my animals. I apologize. And so when I was getting ready for this reading, I listened to music. I'm clairaudient. The song that came on pre-shuffle for you air signs was Saturday Sun by Vance Joy. So some of the lyrics to this, wanted to ask her what's going on, talking about being on the West Coast or west side of the country. Am I still on her mind? No ray of sunlight is ever lost. And so listening to the song, because I've heard it like a gazillion times, but I feel like this is a male speaking to the female. So whether you're a male listening or watching this, or you're the female, this would be about a male saying it to you, right? It was very clear about that. Like, this is coming from a male's perspective. So what I would suggest is, go and check out the song Saturday Sun by Vance Joy. But it's just talking about a guy that's missing a girl, met a girl and wants to get to know her more and wants to go back and be with her, and wants to know if she's thinking of him and if she feels the same way that he feels about her, and, figure out where to go from there. And this, is definitely the type of energy for, just like I was talking about, Moon and Gemini, making those make or break points, right? Are we going to do this, or are we going to not do this and go our separate ways? That's basically the energy. So let's get into this. We're going to be doing the Moonology Manifestation, Queen of the Moon Oracle. We've got Quantum Tarot version 2.0, and a new one, new for me at least, Sirens of Song Tarot. It's just really cool and unique. So we're only doing one card each. I'll read bottom of the deck. And with the oracles, we'll do that last. So let's do this first. This is for air signs, calling in all spirits for peace, power, protection, and prosperity. What do we have for our full moon? December 7th, the cold moon for air signs, please. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What is our full moon magic and manifestations going to be? What is our messages for our air signs? I actually have strong air placements in my birth chart. Strong air placements. Okay. I'm actually going to shuffle this out. So what do we have for air signs, please? For December 7th, full moon. Air signs, please. Air sign. Oh, thank you, spirits. Nice. 6 of Pentacles. So that's balancing out. Balancing out money, balancing out finances. Not just what you're bringing in, but what you're paying out. You're balancing something financially. And bottom of the deck, we have got, oh, this is Newton's Law. I'm going to have to look this up, but I think it's the Hierophant. And if it is, that's all about tradition and doing things according to, yeah, it's the Hierophant, Newton's Laws of Motion. I'll show you. These are really cool cards. So, Newton's 3 laws of motion are the foundation of modern physics. Until Einstein's theories of relativity, they were believed to be universal and absolute. The 3 laws describe the interplay of physical forces between objects and their environment. The Hierophant represents spiritual tradition and in older decks is portrayed as the Pope. Isaac Newton plays this role in the Quantum Tarot, for his theories represent the bedrock of tradition upon which all 20th and 21st century physics has been built. The Hierophant requires that we acknowledge and respect tradition. His authority may be less earthly than that of an emperor, but he has behind him many generations of accumulated wisdom. He offers us a firm foundation for our endeavors. We just have to be careful that this firmness and solidarity does not become too rigid and intransigent. So, this is about tradition, religion, following tradition and things like that. Especially around a time like the holidays, there's a lot of traditions and within specific religions and whatnot. But with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like what this is doing is balancing out, the old and the new. Maybe not necessarily giving up your traditions or religions, but potentially balancing that out, figuring out how it works with another's. Does that make sense? And maybe even working together with somebody to balance out something where it becomes advantageous, successful, abundant. We're talking about pentacles here. That's money, right? So you might be starting like some type of a new balanced relationship that, balances out with, monetarily in a sense of speaking. But let's get some more clarification on that. You might have pentacles coming in. You might be paying pentacles out, but I don't see that as like being a bad thing. It would be to gain even more. Yes. All right. With these, I'm not going to shuffle because they're really big and really thick. They're more like oracle cards, but these are so cool. All right, what do we have for air signs, please? What do we have for air signs? All right, underneath the deck, more air sign energy. It's the Two of Swords. You're making a decision. On the outside, it's clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. So I feel like the energy going into this, or underlying energy, right, is, you're trying to make a decision and you're stuck maybe with people that you don't really want to be around. You just want to make this decision and, figure out next steps, right? But what we have, and it makes a lot of sense there. Oh, this is beautiful. So I just said, okay, we Six of Pentacles, it's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air signs. So on the outside, it says, worst days, now we sip champagne, when we thirsty, birthdays was the worst days, now we sip champagne when we thirsty. So this is talking about celebration, having pentacles, coins, it's that abundant connection that I was telling you about. Like, the Ten of Coins is clarifying the balancing of the Six of Coins. And that's give and take, right? So you're going to give to somebody, and in return, that's going to become a super abundant connection, relationship, partnership, whatever it is, right? Really, really abundant energy. And so it's, you know, it's this decision that you make with the Two of Swords. Communication, you may take more of a, potentially could take more of a traditional route, but also remember that balancing of like old and new. And that's also that Two of Swords too. Two of Swords is also in the traditional tarot deck. There's usually somebody that's blindfolded, and I feel like in this case, you're kind of taking the blindfolds off, you know, in the sense of tradition, if you will. All right, let's clarify this with some Moonology manifestation and see what that has for us. Air signs, please, for December 7th. Full moon on December 7th, a cold moon for air signs, please. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, shuffle. Okay, came right out. First quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. So something could have happened during the time frame of the first quarter moon in Cancer. I want to say that's like in July, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong though. Or something could be coming up then, right? Underneath the deck, we've got new moon in Leo, shine. So very masculine, vibrant, fiery energy. And then Cancer, of course, is water energy. So you could be dealing with maybe potentially Leo, could be dealing with a Cancer. Doesn't have to be yourself. Could have Cancer in your chart. We're going to read what that means in just a second. Push through any insecurity. I feel like just talking about this, you might be insecure, scared about making a decision, but once you do, it's going to lead you to massive abundance. I feel like I just heard putting support in the right pocket. Like it's supporting the right people, or the right people are supporting you. Air signs. All right. What do we have for the Queen of the Moon Oracle for air signs, please? December 7th for air signs. Fear. Underneath the deck, we have action. Number 15. 15 could be significant to you. Something could be coming up on the 15th of the month. And then fear is number 11. And that's a twin flame, like divine twin flame number, right? I want to say that this is talking about uncaging yourself and getting past the fear, and that's what you need to do. I feel like there's a fear of you wanting to know something from someone. You're afraid of being let down. You're afraid of what might be on the other side. And it's part of all this decision, and you have to push through any insecurity in order to make that night. And when you do, I mean, it's showing complete abundance, like absolute abundance. So let's read what this means for you, air signs. Give me just a second. It's always so hard. First quarter moon in Cancer. I think it was water signs had a first quarter moon also, but I believe it was in, maybe it wasn't, but anyway. Okay, so I think it was first quarter moon in Pisces, so they had a watery sign as well. Okay, so drawing this card suggests that you may be allowing self-doubt to derail you. Chances are that you started off strong, fast out of the gate and full of bravado, but now you're allowing fears and doubts to cloud your vision. Family issues coming up now need dealing with. Maybe you think you're not good enough or you're waiting for something to go wrong. This isn't the way to get what you want in life. Instead, be kind to yourself and others. Work on your insecurities and head towards your goals. Knowing that you're scared or racked with doubts is better than not realizing it. Nurture yourself and believe that you're worthy of your goals. So it talks about, accessing your third eye chakra, and talks about the third eye chakra and how it radiates a gorgeous indigo color. It helps you to attain the clear vision that you're connected to everywhere that fear is an illusion. So, when you're in fear, maybe think of the color purple or indigo and try to calm you, soothe you down, right? Now let's, speaking of fear, let's read fear. I want to tell you, I don't think that there's nothing to fear but fear itself. That actually might be my title, right? But you have to push through this insecurity, and you're going to come out with the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I see it. 6 is halfway. When you're looking at the tarot, it's, from ace to 10, basically. And 6 is the halfway point. For the most part, right? 5 is the halfway point, but 6 is like right after. And it honestly means balancing things out. And so you have to push past that point to get to the 10 of Pentacles. That's what this is talking about, pushing past that fear. So let's read fear. Number 11. It's a beautiful number. The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow. I am courageous. And that's that Leo energy on the bottom of the deck. If there's one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or even getting things done that they want done, it is fear. Experiencing fear is built in, a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions such as fear cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that give us the best chance of coping with situations that need our attention to survive. Sorry, I can't read today. There's a healthy kind of fear, the kind that warns us to keep out of a dangerous situation or stay clear of someone who instinctively makes us weary. However, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve them, a fear that is unrealistic or untrue, or perhaps based on an outmoded experience or something that is buried so deeply that we only see the symptoms rather than the fear itself. Most fears have been formed with the positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. The process isn't always grateful. It isn't always impressive because it may be slow and deliberate steps that we take. But taking these steps isn't always easy, and which is an understatement. It isn't always apparent to others, so it should be about us measuring how far we have come and not worrying about what anyone else thinks. Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful, no matter what form it takes. So companion stone or metal, aquamarine. I actually think I have some right here. Oh no, that's turquoise. I don't. So if you have an aquamarine stone, maybe that's one to keep around you, especially for some full moon manifestation. Also, a reminder, put all your stones and crystals underneath the moonlight. Maybe do some moon water. That's always fun. You can use it for the upcoming month. But yeah, honestly, what I see here, air signs. I'm sorry, guys. What I see here, air signs, maybe you're dealing with water sign, is you're making a decision on something. It could be a project, it could be a person, it could be a person and a project together, right? And you could yourself be traditional, or by doing this, it would be balancing out some type of tradition. I feel more secure about saying that, right? But you're trying to make this decision. You're scared of what's on the other side because it might remind you of something that didn't work out in the past. But what this is saying is that once you push through any insecurity and let go of that fear, it brings you, if you can see it, it brings you to the 10 of Pentacles. And that's like jackpot, baby. jackpot lottery, like full manifestation of hopes, dreams, desires, right? So that's what I have for you, air signs. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the spread. If any of this resonated, please drop a comment and let me know. As you know, it's Together We Grow, so make sure you like, share, please subscribe. You can also hit the little bell in the corner, and that'll notify you of upcoming videos. I do weeklies and, you know, monthly moon manifestation and things like that. I have a bunch of new content that's going to be coming out. You can also, in the description below, check out the decks that we used tonight. You can also sign up for a personal reading. I'll be booking in 2023. And then if you sign up for the newsletter, it automatically gets you entered for some freebies and goodies that I'm going to start doing too. And then, of course, you know, feel free to drop a tip or donation and keep this channel growing. But I look forward to seeing you guys on the flip side. I hope you have a magical full moon, cold moon, and it's the last full moon of 2022. So happy New Year, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.